and wife rather than the equal, value, equal dignity. So much so that when it comes to marriage, both should work together to make it work. So that's a reminder for both Jose and Princess. Since you have chosen this, then make use of this all throughout your married relationship. It will really work. If you are faithful to the words of God, and if you follow all these wise sayings, then blessed are you both. Second point is on the second reading, where it talks about love. In a relationship, we know that there are so many temptations that enter into it. A lot of spouses of couple enter into relationship for wrong reasons, for wrong motivations. Some would enter into relationship because of maybe popularity. Some would enter into relationship because of political ambition. I hope it's not true with Mar and Corina. Some would enter into relationship because of money, or because of, the guy is so handsome, or the girl is so, beautiful. And it seems that if they are married, then the spouse could give or would add something to his joy and happiness. But these are actually wrong reasons or motivations to enter into kind of relationship, especially marriage. Marriage or married life should be entered into because of love and love alone. That's why here in the second reading, St. Paul emphasizes the importance of love more than anything, more than any other gifts, even the gift of prophecy, even the gift of speaking in tongues or angelic voice. Love is more important than that. What's the use if you have all these possessions and gifts, and then without love, then everything has no value. The same thing with marriage. The same thing with marriage. More so with marriage, because marriage is a relationship that's supposed to continue as being promised by the couple till death do they part. That's why if you don't enter into marriage for the reason of love, then that would be, or separations are actually caused because of either lack of love or wrong motivation, or maybe the couple or the spouses have fallen out of love. Maybe they have started with love, but they have fallen out of love. They were not able to maintain that fire of love, between the two. Thus, again, Jose and Princess, you have chosen well the second reading. And I hope that you remind yourselves most of the time about this reading, because this is actually what you need, as husband and wife. If you talk because of love. If you have to be patient, do it because of love. If you want to correct each other, do it out of love, And whatever you do, at home, in your work, do it out of love. And the good thing here is that if you do it out of love for the Lord, then that would sanctify even the little thing you do, either for each other or for others. And lastly, the gospel, again, it's all about love. There is something in love, especially in the love of Jesus, which actually Jesus likes to share to his disciples. Remain this love, then our joy would be complete. Well, certainly we have experienced joy, but this joy that we experience in life is rather fleeting. It's not the joy that is divine or heavenly, because maybe our joy is based on, again, wrong foundation, wrong source of joy. Ang atong joy is more on nalingaw ta, na-entertain ta, no? Mo na ang atong joy. Mo na nga, kadyo ta kayong gumawa. Kaya sa man, ang source is not also, perfect. But the joy that Jesus is trying to tell us here in the gospel is actually a joy coming from himself, who is so obedient to the will of the Father. A joy that is coming from his keeping the commandment of the Father. Nga wa gyud sa gibuhat against the will of the Father. And because of his faithfulness and fidelity to the will of the Father, his joy is so profound. His joy is without limit. What I'm trying to say here is that even during the suffering and even death of Jesus on the cross, he experiences joy because that is the will of the Father. In other words, he dies for us with joy. And your joy complete. In other words, as Jesus is so faithful to the will of the Father, and that makes him so joyful, complete joy, so he is teaching his disciples to do the same. You can be joyful like Jesus if you follow the example of Jesus. So, why this is the gospel used for wedding? Nganong kanay magigamit usually kung may kasal? And I guess the clue here is that whenever God is calling the couple to marriage, God is also calling them to be faithful. Faithful to the commandment of God. Because being faithful to the commandment of God would only be the way that the couple would be completely happy and joyful. Usa mang commandment of God when it comes to married life. Let there be no divorce. Tinod, kung ang nisud sa kaminyoon, ilan na nang giset ang ilang unhong na nga di ko sa mabuwag bisa magkinaunsa, sunod yun sa silang gisaad, no? Diba? For better and for worse, for richer and poorer, in sickness and good health, till death or apart. Kung ilan ang gisunod, then I believe, bisan pa nag-agi sila mga trials and difficulties, at the end, they would be joyful. Kaya imagine, nakasurvive sila for 15 years, for 30 years, for 50 years. Unya, nangamatay na lang sila niya, sila gyapong duha. There is a reason to celebrate. Ang ngayon nyo sila mag-joyful. Kaysa magbuwag, mag-divorce. Do you think malipayon nang nag-divorce? Huwag nga naman nag-divorce sila kay grabe yung kang away. Irreconcilable yun kayong ilang yung away. Unya, malipayon ka na. Would you be so proud to say nga, I'm a divorced person? Nga ako nagibiyaan akong banang akong asawa. Nga tungod yan ako